Hello, everybody. Sideline Sedo here, and today I'm going to look at the top 5 signings of the Premier League season so far, starting with number 5, Jurrien Timber. £38 million fee. Sure, he had the ACL injury, but personally, I think that he's the fifth best signing of the summer. Regardless, I'm ranking this based on like the fees, the general impact that I think they'll have over the entire tenure they will have at their current club, and how I think they'll get on with the club. Declan Rice is a shout for Arsenal too, but with his fee being astronomical, by the time that Declan Rice, you know, wins something at Arsenal, he would have kind of already paid it off by the amount of games he'll play and such. I rate Declan Rice, but for 105 mil, a bit of an overpay in my opinion. I think Jurrien Timber will be a very good signing. I think he's slightly better than Gabriel Magalhaes at the moment. Has a significantly higher ceiling. I think he'll be a fantastic partner to Saliba. He'll be good to play at left back, at right back. He's played at a number of positions in preseason and in the games he's played in the Premier League, or the game he's played, I believe. I think it was 1 or 2 games before he got injured. But so far, he is my fifth best signing. And before we continue, comment down below who are your top 5 signings in the Premier League this season. Jurrien Timber for me got to be fifth because of just the versatility he provides. He's just great. But next is Mohamed Kudus. Kudus is an absolute coup for West Ham at £40 million. These are all estimates, by the way. The fees, they're not exactly, the total packages with all add-ons, but Mohamed Kudus for 40 mil, an Ajax player. He's not the only Ajax player that's been signed. You have Edson Alvarez, who, he's been playing really well, and the Declan Rice money has been really wisely invested. But Kudus is really the spark plug here. He's the player who can go out and make a huge difference on games and is really the wild card for West Ham. They haven't had a player of this like offensive capability probably since Dimitri Payet. You could say Paqueta is kind of more similar, but he doesn't have the kind of goal contribution effect that Mohamed Kudus does have. So for that reason, I think Kudus is going to be the fourth best signing of the season. I mean, he's just so versatile and will provide West Ham with a lot of just firepower and a lot of ability to get forward and make an effort and change games consistently. I think he's a very, very tidy signing. And for 40 mil, wow, he tore up Liverpool in the Champions League a few seasons ago. And as a Liverpool fan, it hurts to see. And speaking of Liverpool, Alexis McAllister is my third best signing of the season. His fee has been significantly disputed for several times throughout the transfer window and weeks since 35, 45, 55. Regardless of the fee, Alexis McAllister is an absolute steal. You could say Dominic Szoboszlai, but I feel like at 70 mil, his release clause, it seems like a fair valuation of him at the moment. I think he'll make a huge impact, but McAllister will make, I think, an equal part and maybe even bigger impact to Liverpool. It really depends on, I think form and runs of games. But for 35, 45, 50 mil in the midfield market currently, McAllister is a World Cup winning midfielder. He is such a good player in terms of the versatility he provides in midfield. He could play as a six. He's moonlit there for Liverpool in preseason, and when they had red cards in the back-to-back games in game week 2 and 3, I believe. But he is so class. He fits Jurgen Klopp's system perfectly. He's going to provide Liverpool with a lot of just amazing passes, good defensive reads, and I think he's just the perfect player for Liverpool to sign this summer. And another perfect player that Aston Villa has signed, Moussa Diaby. Talk about a frightening forward. He looks every bit worth the 52 million or so that West Ham, or not West Ham, sorry, Aston Villa fans. The colors and jerseys have been throwing me off with West Ham, Burnley, and Aston Villa. But he looks like one of the best forwards in the league in terms of form at the moment. I think he's going to absolutely tear up the league throughout the season. And for 52 mil, he seems like a player that provides Villa exactly what they need. Another player to stretch opposing backlines further up the pitch, to apply, pressure on backlines, to be able to get more verticality, to attack on the break. He seems, absolutely rapid, a good finisher, tidy, tricky. He is what you want from a Premier League winger. And for 52 mil, you look at the money that was spent in the market. Havertz went for more than this, and he looks so much more of a player, of a impactful player than Kai Havertz. It's just absolutely astounding that he ended up at Aston Villa, and more importantly, that they got him for this fee. I think he's gonna do big things at Villa, and him and Watkins and other players are really gonna just hunker down and do some great things. And speaking of doing great things, James Maddison, what a start he has had to life at Tottenham. Ange Postecoglou really reinventing Tottenham, and James Maddison has kind of filled that Harry Kane-less void. Obviously, not in the same way. He's not going to be scoring goals every week, but he is just at the center of it all, isn't he? He's, assisting. Sometimes I think he might have scored a goal as well or two. He's just absolutely immense. Every time I've seen Tottenham play, it's like Madison is just he's the conductor of an orchestra. It's truly incredible to see a player of Madison's caliber for a team that really lacked a 10 for several seasons. And for 40 mil, English international too, Tottenham fans are just going to love him. I think he is such a great player for them to sign, and makes losing Harry Kane feel a little bit better. I mean, they have a great squad, a great manager, and I think Madison is the best signing of the summer thus far after 4 game weeks in the 23-24 Premier League season. So comment down below, who are your top 5 Premier League signings of the summer transfer window so far? Who is your favorite as well? And make sure to like the video if you enjoyed. Consider subscribing for more Premier League content, football top fives, and general football content right here on the Sideline Sedo YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Sideline Sedo. Peace.